What's up, world? My name is Zavian, and this is my podcast, Dopenly Honest, breaking the chains of addiction. Welcome to another episode of Dopenly Honest. Today we have a very special show as we bring in the new year. We want to take a moment to reflect on how far we have come, and I also want to share my vision for 2026. We have big things planned for this year with more exclusive interviews with other recovering addicts and professionals in the field. So let's not waste no time. Let's get straight to it. Hey, what's up, guys? As always, man, I just want to start this episode out by thanking God for another day clean. I also want to thank my production team, man. I know it's been a long journey, man, for us because I can recall a couple years ago, this whole thing just started out as an idea. Last year, we was able to finally put this thing into motion. So I have to express my gratitude with the launch of this project, giving me a voice to speak on the very thing that I have a passion for in life, which is recovery, and trying to reach as many people in recovery as possible. So we couldn't get to the year 2026 without the year 2025. And as I just stated, we were able to reach a lot of goals in 2025 that, again, just started out as thoughts. We were able to finally launch this thing and record our first episode. And now, man, God is so good, man. We're 6 episodes in and going strong. We've interviewed different addicts in recovery. You know, those are going to keep coming. We got more exclusive content coming. But before we get into that, let's just reflect, man. Let's just sit back and think about the things that we are grateful for. I know for me, I can just remember a time where my life was meaningless. For so many years, I could not express myself because I didn't know who to talk to. I didn't know that there were different outlets, different meetings, different places where I could go to express myself. And this platform has given me a voice to try to reach as many people as possible. And God is so good because this past year I've been doing that. I've had so many people reach out to me with messages about their personal lives and their personal journeys in trying to get clean. And I've had people reach out to me about loved ones that are trying to get clean. And that was my main goal, was to put out something that could reach someone that not only could reach the recovering addict, but something that could reach people that have loved ones in addiction as well. And like I said, we've been doing that, man. So the sky's the limit from here on out, man. And with this thing, I feel like it started out as a thought. Man, I'm just so thankful that we have this thing in motion. And like I said, so in 2026, man, we're going to have a more exclusive interviews, as I said, and more content. We're going to keep it coming. Some of my goals for 2026, man, is to try to reach as many people in recovery, to as many people still in active addiction, man. And from there, this thing is going to take off, man. As I've stated in previous episodes, for me to get clean is one thing, but for me to get clean and try to help other people is the main thing. And that's what this platform has given me, man. So the next things that we have planned in the near future, we've already been interviewing people in recovery that have just gotten clean. We're going to try to venture off into starting to interview, for example, like addiction counselors, different professionals in the field, you know, even some doctors, and the sky's the limit with that. You know, we want to try to reach out to as many people as possible. And the message is hope, and that any addict can stop using drugs, lose the desire to use drugs, and find a new way to live. Through God's grace and mercy, I found a new way to live, man. Every time that I come and I record and I talk, and this is my therapy, and I'm able to get it out. See, what a lot of people don't understand is if you don't get it out, if you bottle these things up, if you bottle these emotions up, it's just gonna keep taking you to a darker, darker path. The minute you can express and the minute you can vocalize and talk to different people is the minute that it can help you. A lot of times we don't understand that all we have to do is communicate. For a long time, I held so much in. It kept me mentally caged. And, that's why I named this project Dopenly Honest, breaking the chains of addiction. With this thing, it comes a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of highs and lows. And I've learned that, in my personal journey that when you first get clean, you get this pink cloud, man. And I think I've talked about it before. And it's, your brain chemistry, your dopamine levels, everything is starting to get back. And you feel like you're just on top of the world. And then a year in, 2 years in, you can find yourself getting complacent. But what you can never do is get too comfortable in recovery. Because once we get too comfortable, we try to start to feel like that we have this thing beat. And we're never going to have this thing beat. They say the disease of addiction is progressive, incurable, and fatal. It doesn't get better, it gets worse as far as if you don't put the work in. And this is a mental thing. A lot of times we just feel like the drugs is the problem, and the drugs is not the problem. The drugs is the solution to the problem. The problem is in my mind. The problem is I don't know how to handle life. I don't know how to react to certain situations and circumstances. I don't have a happy medium. So what do? I use to escape, to cover up whatever it is that I'm trying to run from. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Once you have figured out what you're trying to run from, once you are finally ready to confront it, then you have a chance of getting clean and staying that way. Because a lot of times we can get clean, but the hard part is to stay clean. And that's where maintenance comes in, man. The vision for 2026 is to branch out, to reach as many people as we can. If God can change one life through me, then it'll all be worth it. But let's be realistic here. We want to reach more than one. We want to reach more than two. We want to reach more than three. We want to reach as many souls and touch as many souls as we can. Nowadays, a lot of people is on social media and stuff like that. And, it's a lot of different podcasts and a lot of different recovery content. I feel like Dopenly Honest, here you're going to get the real, the raw, the uncut. That's the only way, us addicts, that's the only way we can receive it anyway. We don't need nobody to sugarcoat shit. We don't need nobody to tell us it's going to be all peaches and creams and rainbows, because it's not. This is going to be the hardest shit you're going to do in life is get clean and stay clean. But with God, anything is possible. Take it from me. With God, anything is possible, including putting down that needle, putting down that bottle, putting down that Xanaxes and cocaines and whatever your poison is. With God, you can put it down. I promise you, I'm a walking testimony. Man, I'm thinking back right now as I'm talking, and I just get emotional because, like, for so long, man, I ain't have a purpose. I did not have a purpose in life. My whole 20s, I promise you, is a blur to me. But I have finally started to live and walk in my purpose. A lot of people might ask yourself, once you get clean, you might ask yourself, man, what is my purpose? But when you ask yourself that, just know that sometimes your purpose is just doing the next right thing. Sometimes your purpose is to not pick up. For my fathers and my mothers out there in recovery, sometimes your purpose is your children. Because for so long, I used and I put my children on the back burner. I put everything that I cared about on the back burner. Just know that sometimes our purpose is to just be us. We can't be us under the influence of heroin or under the influence of methamphetamine or alcohol or any other mind or mood altering substance. We cannot be us. So if you're struggling, man, just know you cannot possibly find yourself under the influence of drugs and alcohol. It's impossible. The main thing that I'm trying to say is that you don't have to keep going the way that you're doing. There's hope on the other side. The grass is greener on the other side. Just take it one day at a time. But if you're at the end of your road, man, just know that everybody's bottom is different and only you know what the end of your road is. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to reach out. It's okay, man. Like I said, man, I'm so thankful and filled with gratitude. First and foremost, I want to thank God. I want to thank my wife who has been with me through this journey, who has never judged me from day one, and that puts up with my bullshit on a daily basis. You're truly my number one fan, and I appreciate you. I want to thank my children. I want to thank God that I'm able to be a present father and husband. Again, I want to thank my production team. I'm so truly grateful for the people that have been a part of this journey, that have been a part of this past year, and that are still going to be a part of this coming year, man. And we got big things coming. As I said, I can't get too much into detail, man, because I don't want to ruin it for y'all, but we got some big shit coming, man. So 2026, let's go, man. Let's get to it. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more recovery-related content. Peace. I love y'all. Thank you for listening to this episode of Dopenly Honest. I know all too well that recovery is an uphill battle, but there is hope. For resources, find your local NA, AA, or CR meeting. I can't stress enough how crucial meetings are to my personal recovery. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and meet us back right here for more episodes of Dopenly Honest. And remember, you are not alone. One day at a time, we do recover.